In Egypt, they have another expression, which is Nawartuna, which means you brought light to us. In Manshiat Nasser, they were always telling us this. The calligraphy actually I used a white glow-in-the-dark paint for the calligraphy. So at the end of the project, we rented some black light projectors and lit up the whole neighborhood, surprising everybody around. We wanted to tell them that they are the one who brought light to us. The Zagreb community are strong, honest, hard worker, and they know their value. The people of Cairo call them the Zabbalin, which means the people of the garbage. But ironically, the people of Manshiat Nasser call the people of Cairo the Zabbalin. They say they are the one who produce the garbage, not them, you know? The goal was to leave something to this community, but I feel that they are the one who left something in our lives. You know, the art project was just a pretext for this amazing human experience. The art piece at some point will disappear or vanish, and actually there is somebody who's building a second floor in front of Uncle Ibrahim's house, so it's covered part of the painting, so I might need to go back and paint over it. It was about the experience, about the story, about the moment. From the street of the neighborhood, the painting appears in fragments, isolated from one another, standing alone, but connected with this line of calligraphy that today reveal the profound message that we should all think about before we want to judge somebody. Anyone who wants to see the sunlight clearly needs to wipe his eyes first. Thank you.
In my previous job, I was the most senior woman in the Middle East. So one could think that investing in my network of female colleagues couldn't bring many benefits, and that I should instead invest my time developing my relationship with male seniors and peers. Yet 2 of my biggest breaks came through the support of other women. It was the head of marketing who initially suggested I be considered as a young global leader to the World Economic Forum. She was familiar with my media engagements and my publications, and when she was asked to voice her opinion, she highlighted my name. It was a young consultant, a Saudi lady and friend, who helped me sell my first project in Saudi Arabia, a market I was finding hard to gain traction in as a woman. She introduced me to a client, and that introduction led to the first of very many projects for me in Saudi. Today, I have 2 senior women on my team, and I see making them successful as key to my own success. Women continue to advance in the world. Not fast enough, but we're moving. The Arab world, too, is making progress, despite many recent setbacks. Just this year, the UAE appointed 5 new female ministers to its cabinet, for a total of 8 female ministers. That's nearly 28% of the cabinet, and more than many developed countries can claim. This is today my daughter Alia's favorite picture. This is the result, no doubt, of great leadership, but it is also the result of strong Arab women not giving up and continuously pushing the boundaries. It is the result of Arab women deciding every day, like me, to convert shit into fuel, to work their life to keep work out of their life, and to join forces and not compete. As I look to the future, my hopes for my daughter when she stands on this stage some 20, 30 years from now is that she be as proud to call herself her mother's daughter as her father's daughter. My hopes for my son is that by then the expression her mother's son or mama's boy would have taken on a completely different meaning. Thank you.
Minorities are not a part of what we consider normal. Because normal is simply a construction of what we've been exposed to and how visible it is around us. And this is where things get a bit difficult. I can accept the pre-existing notion of normal, that normal is good and that anything outside of that very narrow definition of normal is bad, or I can challenge that pre-existing notion of normal with my work, and with my voice, and with my accent, and by standing here on stage, even though I'm scared shitless and would rather be in the bathroom. And so I'm now slowly starting to use my voice in my work again. And it feels good. It does not mean I won't have a breakdown the next time a couple dozen people say that. It just means I now have a much better understanding of what's at stake and how giving up is not an option. The ancient Greeks didn't just wake up one day and realize that the sky was blue. It took centuries even for humans to realize what we had been ignoring for so long. And so we must continuously challenge our notion of normal, because doing so is going to allow us as a society to finally see the sky for what it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.